It's about two misfits in the form of a 12-year-old Maori boy from the city who's in and out of foster care and has never had like proper parental figures in his life, and an elderly Pākehā man played by Sam Neill, whose name is Heck. They both go on the run and decide to evade capture through the New Zealand bush, which, you know, there's still a lot of it, and it's still possible to disappear if you want to. And yeah, so the film takes place over a few months that they're at large, and throughout the course of the film they become famous, and, you know, they get a lot of public support in their in their adventure. The themes are like family and loyalty, and, you know, finding family in strange places, you know, and family is really what you make it. You know, it's not, you know, sometimes we're born with crazy families, but other times, you know, if we don't have any, it's human nature to be drawn to people like you, and to, you know, you. I had already had Julian in mind because I'd worked with him on a commercial a couple of years before, so I already knew I wanted him to play Ricky. And we asked him right at the beginning, you know, is he interested? And he had nothing on his slate at the time, so he was free and available. I think in a way, like, I'd thought of Sam, but probably thought, he'll never do this. You know, he's always overseas doing other things, and I think in the back of my mind, in my subconscious, I probably had like just assumed that it just wouldn't work with him, that he would be doing TV shows and stuff, which he was at the time. Actually, he was doing Peaky Blinders. Somehow Sam got his hands on the script, and he said he loved it, and, you know, and then we had a meeting. He came up to Auckland, and we met about it, and we spent about half a day just talking through the possibilities of him playing the character and what it might be. He had ideas about the script and about, you know, various things, and yeah, right from the beginning I could tell that, you know, he really wanted to do it, but he also wanted to bring something new to it. Sam has probably become quite well known for certain types of roles and stuff, and so this is a big departure for him, you know, and it's probably a good throwback to things like Sleeping Dogs and like the kind of more energetic, exciting stuff that he did in his youth. Not to say that Jurassic Park isn't exciting, but you know, this is like a quintessential New Zealand character, and I think it'll be a very memorable role that Sam plays. Like, I think he'll be remembered a lot here, especially New Zealand, for this role. It's actually really similar to one of my other films, Boy, in terms of theme and even the style and the sensibility and the balance of comedy and drama. It's different. It differs from Shadows, and that Shadows was like just an all-out. Just as we tried to make that as funny as possible. So there's like a lot of I'm trying to like also hark back to a lot of the adventure films, the New Zealand adventure films from the 80s, like Shake a Run and Goodbye Pork Pie and Came a Hot Friday. So films like that I grew up with, which I've definitely taken a lot of influence from those films. So the locations are incredible in themselves. That, you know, we were granted a lot of access to places that a lot of people haven't shot before, and the bush and I guess the New Zealand wilderness is a big character in the film, in that, you know, our two main characters have to work with the bush in order to survive, and you know, it's there. It's in every shot. Every single shot in the film has got like some sort of element of the you know, of wildlife, and it was really important to us that we captured the most beautiful parts of New Zealand as well, to show that, like, you know, that along the way that Ricky's awareness of like how incredible this land is blooming, and that he's growing as a person, and that, you know, he's becoming more comfortable in nature. And yeah, when we first meet him, he's a city kid who hates plants, and he's like doesn't want to get dirty, and he's very, very out of his element. And by the end of the film, he's almost one with nature. He's like very comfortable sleeping outside and being dirty. He's completely filthy by the end of the film. So we spent a lot of time in Waiouru and Horapito, west coast up here, near Auckland, and Coromandel for aerial shots, and so we were all over the place.